As you can see, we are in full quarantine here at Cann Chron.
Cann Chron.
I mean, this is it. This is the look for 2020, baby.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, baby.
We better prepare because it is coming our way, honey. It is so very sad what is happening with the coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
But I saw this video of this man in Wuhan going around saving animals, feeding people's abandoned cats and dogs and whatnot. Like,
Oh my god.
I love this man. This is so amazing that he is doing this. This man is literally risking his life to save cats.
Amazing.
So tonight, I have a very old guest. Cranky Grandma.
Cranky Grandma.
She will be part of a new segment called The Good Old Days. Let it roll.
The good old days. The good old days. Ba-ba-dee-ba-boo.
Welcome to The Good Old Days. I'm Cranky Grandma, and I want to talk about my childhood. I've been around for a long time. 75 years this year. I've seen a lot. I was born on a snowy day in Minnesota. 10 feet of snow outside. It was the day before Thanksgiving, and I decided to come out into this world. We lived on a farm, my grandparents' farm. My mother, her worst enemy was my grandmother. My grandmother wanted to tell her how to do everything. They put a kerchief, my grandfather's kerchief, on my head to keep it from the snow. Yes, then we would take pictures of the whole clan, all big-nosed German people. We lived on the farm, no electricity, no plumbing. We had an outhouse, but I was a little girl, so I didn't know any difference, and I didn't care. My fondest memories are from living on the farm. My mother was only 18 and had no clue whatsoever how to raise a child. They let me sit out in the snow. They took care of me in weird little ways. When we needed water, we had to go out to the pump and pump it and put it in buckets and bring it back into the house. Grandma would heat it on a wood-burning stove and then put it into a number 2 wash tub, and then in I went. Then we'd wash myself with lye soap. Not real soap like we have today, but lye soap. Then we went out to play. You didn't spend time in the house. If you did, you'd get to do chores. Of course, women had to do the cooking and the cleaning, like they do today, but not like that. It was rough, but it was an experience. We'd make homemade bread, make our own pickles. We had a garden. We had chickens. We had pigs. We had horses. We had cows. We ate out to the farm. If we couldn't grow it or produce it, we didn't have it. When you wanted chicken for a Sunday dinner, you went out and killed it. One of the first things I remember when I was about 10 was learning how to wring the neck of a chicken and then pluck it and bring it into the house to cook for Sunday dinner. I had a favorite place, a pond. It was out in the middle of nowhere. And nobody cared if I was out there or how long I was out there. Nobody was looking for me every 5 minutes. As long as I came home to do my chores, everything was cool. I'd go out there and contemplate life as a child. It was so refreshing. I was alone, but I wasn't alone because I was with myself. I learned about me, not what other people thought about me, but me. The farm life was absolutely fabulous. Now, there are some bad points. In the middle of the winter, when it's 20 below, you don't want to have to go down to the little ceramic potty down in the cellar to go take a piss in the middle of the night. It's so cold. You'd hold on to it like crazy. And then during the day, you went to the outhouse. Now, that stunk. What did we use for toilet tissue? Not toilet tissue. We had an old Sears and Roebuck catalog. After everybody looked through it and dreamed about what they could buy that they couldn't buy, then it went to the outhouse, and you used it to wipe your ass. Now, those were the good old days. Back to you, Kinky.
Wow.
Thank you, KG, from that blast from the past. That was
Amazing.
It is so interesting to hear from you, and I cannot wait to hear from you again.
Love
Tonight, I would like to talk about a badass DJ. Her name is
Leash.
you. Please.
She's also working on her own short film and doing the soundtrack and everything. She is amazing.
Go check her out.
She'll be performing in Austin on the 21st of March
Kiwi.
at South by Southwest. So definitely go give her some love.
Okay.
This evening, we are going back to my roots.
Yes.
I'm gonna list the top
5.
albums that influenced me as a child, the ones that were introduced to me, that really showed me that there's other people out there that thought like I did about
Music.
By the way, these are in no particular order.
5.
Janice,
Joplin.
she was like the first record of my mom's that I ever listened to, and it just blew my mind. Her bluesy soul, like,
Oh.
I would have loved to have met her. That would have been so amazing. She was so beautiful, and she just connected with her audience live, sang her heart out. And that came through on this record that I listened to of my mom's. It was like a double record, and one was like live stuff, and her old stuff when she was like doing piano bars.
Oh my God.
So amazing. Love Janice.
Number 4.
The Doors. Soft.
Parade.
This album was kind of like one of their least well-known albums, but for me, it kind of hit everything with the horns, Jim Morrison's voice, kind of the evolution of their music to kind of create this piece within their sound. To me, it was like
Revolutionary.
and I loved it.
3.
Jimi Hendrix.
Electric Ladyland.
Jimi Hendrix was a huge influence on me. Being a guitar player, all my uncles were guitar players. The album Electric Ladyland just encompasses like everything I love about Jimi Hendrix. It has that like rainy vibe. He's doing backwards loops and all kinds of crazy stuff. His lyrics really come off like poetry and just like magic, as well as the guitar riffs like talking to each other. And such an amazing album. If you haven't heard it yet, definitely listen to
Electric Ladyland.
Jimi Hendrix, baby.
2.
Arthur
Brown.
This was a very unknown album, The Crazy World of Arthur Brown.
Peaches.
It's like acid rock. The guy's like going crazy, proclaiming he's the
Devil.
setting his hair on fire. And this was in the 50s. He was doing this even like before the 60s. So many artists have covered his music. And he's like way underground. And the crazy thing is he's still performing. He's still going to this day, making albums, doing his act. It's so amazing. It's poetry, acid rock, amazing organ and piano. Just
Wow.
Blueberry.
like one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life. One of the things that kind of hit me to my core and that I'll never forget, ever. Arthur Brown, The Crazy World of.
Cyberspace.
And number 1.
Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Yeah, number
The
Beatles.
The White Album. My Uncle Howard was really into the Beatles. He would always play them. They were like always in the background. And the White Album for me was just like everything.
Oh.
It kind of encompassed every one of the Beatles, not just John and Paul. And like it had Blackbird, such a beautiful song, Revolution number 9.
Oh.
It hit so many notes, so many high points of their career. For me, it's their best album.
Strawberry.
It's like the
Evolution.
of everything they ever did. And it really inspired me to kind of experiment and do things my own way. Very big fan of John Lennon. Love John Lennon. So that was my top 5. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying doing this show with you guys, and I hope you are too.
Thank you for watching.
If you'd like to help support this channel, please visit my Patreon at patreon.com/Kinky.
Please subscribe, like this video, and ring that bell.
So this was a wonderful, beautiful Cann Chron, and as always, I love you.
Mwah.
Have a great day.